Dear ones, the next few days will confuse those you interact with because they will not be sure of your responses or needs. But you will not necessarily understand their confusion, for your actions seem comfortable to you. So you will be an enigma to those you love, not forever, but for the next few days. There is no need for you to explain your thoughts or actions any more than you needed to explain your thoughts to your parents when you were an infant. Your actions are what you need or desire regardless of what or who others feel you should be. Those you love might also react differently than expected, causing confusion and, sometimes, anger. An anger that results from "I want to do this, but you don't want me to for reasons I don't understand and don't care to understand. This is my life, not yours." This is similar to how you reacted during your teen years, belligerent, strong-willed, and angry, not at everyone but at those who tried to contain your energy and interests. Of course, you are now concerned that you will become isolated because you are seemingly out of control. Instead, what will be displayed in the next few days are your first steps into creative individuality. Who are you? And what do you want or need to display that new being? Words, actions, or interactions. All culminating in a wondrous new being who dares to step outside any and all boxes. Boxes others will try to force you into, not because it is good for you, but because they believe they need something from you. Perhaps that last thought frightens you, for if you cannot fulfill their needs, will you continue to be part of their lives? Thoughts and fears that were also part of your teen years, even though the need to be unique was more important than the rules provided by the adults in your life and, sometimes, even those in your age group. You had to determine what you needed without the push or pull of who others wanted you to be. So you will be confused, as will those who try to interact with you. But then, they will be functioning differently than you expect, wanting you to provide the same anchor you want them to provide you. You will want them to offer you complete understanding, love, and emotional shelter, and they will want the same from you, with neither of you functioning as a complete being as your new nebulous being begins to project its needs and desires. The recent hurricanes and storms are an analogy for what is happening within your being and in your outer world. Everything is in turmoil, but your need to cleanse yourself of 3D thoughts and actions will dramatically outweigh your need to fulfill the wishes of others. What was is no more, including your personality and resulting actions. These strange thoughts and interactions will be uncomfortable yet freeing, like throwing away a yoke of shoulds and have tos. At the same time, you and those you interact with will find new ways to interact that better fit the beings you are becoming. It is as if you are throwing away the rope that binds you together only to create a golden thread that sparkles for both of you but is not solid or tight enough to bind you to one another unless you wish to do so. It is a freedom thread instead of a should yoke. Once you acknowledge that you no longer need to perform for anyone other than yourself, you will either strengthen the connection with those you now interact with or find new connections with those who wish to be free to explore their new world without shoulds or have tos. Many of you will find this information frightening, not because you do not need to be free, but because you are concerned that such freedom will eliminate interactions with those you love. Even though that might be true, it is more likely that your interactions will be on a different level, similar to the adult you were becoming during your teen years. The being formed in your teen years became the basic formula for who you are as an adult. Most humans never acknowledge that a whining, selfish, often unpleasant teen tests new behaviors before formalizing patterns in adulthood. Of course, such a statement is not absolute but more accurate than most acknowledge. So the question becomes, who are you? You can only respond by testing one interaction or action after another until you discover your sweet spot as you become a new being in a new world with new interactions and needs. So be it. Amen.